Morning students, welcome back to another session on soft skills, and today we are discussing one of the most important topic, the topic that you will be facing at the time of placements. The topic is group discussion. Before making you understand what is group discussion, I would like to tell you something about debate first. Why debate? Because many a times students are confused between debate and group discussion. Sometimes they think that these both things are same, and sometimes the students have a tendency of converting the group discussion into a debate. Now let's come what is the debate first. So debate is basically an on-the-spot topic is given to you. Either you are with the topic or you are against the topic. So let's take an example. There is a topic, beauty or brain. So there can be a situation where students are choosing beauty and they are saying that we go with beauty. But on the other hand, there can be students who says that no, we choose brain and we would like to go with brain. Sometimes students go a bit harsh while speaking because they have to keep their points, right? But when it comes to group discussion is just not it. No doubt, some of the parts are quite same, quite familiar like debate, but it is not exactly same as debate. Group discussion. The name itself says a group of people discussing on a particular topic. Okay, so let's understand what is group discussion first of all and why it is being used at the time of placements. So group discussion is basically 10 to 12 students discussing on a particular topic. There will be a time limit. It is a time bounded. There can be a time of 10 minutes or 12 minutes, and you have to start the GD and you have to wind up the GD in this whole particular 10 to 12 minutes only. Now, why it is being used at the time of placements? So, the biggest number of elimination round, the largest numbers of elimination is being conducted at the time of GDs. Try to understand. Let's take an example that there is a company who wants a student number of 50, but the students who put up for placements are 200. And if one by one the company HR will start conducting the mock interviews, so it will automatically take, it can take somewhat like 6 to 7 days as well, because he'll be conducting the mock interview for like 40 students a day. So if we'll say 40 students a day, so it means 200 students, so that is 5 days. So basically he will take 5 days to conduct mock interview of 200 students. So to cut short this time and to do this filtration on a larger number, larger scale, they started doing GD, in which a 12 student or 10 students crowd are sitting, and then they are degrading, they are excluding a large number of crowd, a large number of students are being rejected at the time of GDs. Now, what things are being majorly judged at the time of GDs? The listening skills is judged, the speaking skills is judged, your knowledge is being judged, the way you are delivering your speech is being judged, the way you are convincing, your convincing skills is judged, your body language is judged, your eye contact is judged, and there are many other things that we judge at the time of GDs. Let's begin with the types of GDs. So basically there are 3 major types of GDs. The first one is the general GD, the general topics, the topics which are generally found between people, between the individuals. Let me give you an example. The example is Indian youth confused or confident? So it is basically a general topic, a topic for Indian youth, that whether they are confused or whether they are confident. Now comes the second one. The second type is current affairs. The topics that are burning right now, the growing topics, the topics which are currently using at the time of in the current scenario. If you talk about right now, so we can take lockdown as a topic, we can take GST as a topic, we can take India as a nation post demonetization. This is one of the current affairs topics, and there are many other current affairs topics which can be related, such as WHO, or the way people think about WHO's decision, the way countries are discussing about WHO's, all such kind of topics can be called as the current affairs topics. And last one, the third one, is the one which can be bit confusing, and they are the abstract topics. Pink pajamas flying on Parliament. You must be thinking, pink pajamas flying on Parliament, what kind of topic it is? Pink can represent girls and pink pajamas flying on Parliament. So basically, women empowerment in Parliament. So abstract topics are like this only. You have to read between the lines. You have to understand how you have to take this particular topic. In abstract topics, almost every individual will be having a different mindset, and it is very important for the group. I'll repeat it. It is very important for the group to try to knit the topic, to try to take the topic into such a way that it comes into a discussion. Try to connect topics. Okay. Now comes, I'll be taking an example, and through this particular example, I'll be trying to make you understand the type of students you'll be facing at the time of group discussions. So there are basically 4 types of students that are majorly found in the group discussion. Let's take an example. Let's take an example of 8 students in which we are taking 4 pairs. 4 pairs. These are the 4 pairs majorly that are found at the time of GDs, and these 4 pairs are basically the type of students who are majorly found at the time of GDs, group discussions. Okay. So the first one, let's take an example that there's a HR, there's a company X. The company came and he said that we want a group discussion of 8 students. So 8 students are sitting on the table, and the topic was demonetization. So now the first type of students are the one who are very smart. They have the tendency to speak, they are confident, they know how to speak, the vocabulary is good, the English is good, the confidence is good, and sometimes these students are the one try to initiate the topic. Okay. The second one sometimes are the students who come up with such a problem that sometimes they try to listen first. They are the good listeners, and then they are good speakers. So they try to listen the topic first, and then from others' points they try to make their own points. Then the third one. The third students are the students that sometimes are found. Sometimes these kind of students are also found in the colleges, and these students are just sitting because their friends are asking them to sit, or they are just sitting there. And the fourth one. These are one of the most, they play as if they don't know. Sometimes they don't know also, and sometimes they are actually disguising. They are actually disguising their role. They know how to speak, and they are just waiting for others to keep quiet, and then they know that they can speak very good. They are the players. They try to play very smart. Fine. Okay. So let me tell you about the phenomena on which GD takes place. The only phenomena in which GD takes place is you will not get the chance, you have to snap the chance. Now the problem is, many a times students come up with this problem that, sir, we don't know where to hop in and where to start the GD. It is very important to hop in, and there are some decent ways to hop in. You can simply say, okay, I totally agree with your point, but I would like to also add something onto it. Yeah, you can say that, okay, fine, I totally agree, but I would like to also add something onto it. I would like to stop you here because I have some different point of view over this. So these are some decent ways to hop in. There are situations where students say, sir, we don't know how to enter into GD. Guys, let me tell you, students, let me tell you once again, you will not get the chance. You have to snap the chance. Now, snatching the chance doesn't mean that you will start shouting, or you will start fighting that, no, I also want to speak. No. You have to be very confident. You have to be very smart while taking your chance, while grabbing your opportunity. Okay, now, there are some decent rules, there are some important rules of GDs. Let me tell you some of the rules. The first rule is always carry a pen and a paper in your hand. If the HR is allowing you to take a pen and paper, it's okay. Just carry a pen and paper, just a small paper, and whenever the topic is given to you, mark some bullet points. Mark some bullet points. Why this pen and paper? There are situations when we get the topic. topics. Let's take an example of this demonetization only. That the topic is demonetization, and sometimes we are like, okay, we know the topic, I can speak on this topic. But when the GD begins, when the GD starts automatically out of fear or out of curiosity or out of the way students are speaking, sometimes we almost forget how to begin and what was the points that we noted down. So when you have a pen and a paper in your hand, always mention the topic at the top. Just mention demonetization, the topic is demonetization, and then mention the points on which that you wanted to speak. The second rule is the body language, the way you are keeping yourself. I told you earlier also that action speaks louder than words. You have to be very sure the way you are speaking, the way you are delivering, the body language that you are carrying. Eye contact is the most important thing. Students understand it is a group. It is not an individual talk that we are doing. We are not talking to one particular person. We are talking to the whole group. We are talking to everyone who is there in the group. So while you are speaking, just ensure you are not discussing it to one person. You are discussing it to the whole group that will be there in that group. Okay. Now, listening skills are very important topic. Sometimes they say that a person who can be a good listener can be a good orator. If you want to be a good orator first, you need to be a good listener first. So automatically just try to listen the points and try to understand first what your colleagues, what your friends, what your teammates are speaking, and then try to cater them. Then try to hop into that point and then try to understand and then try to connect with the point that this particular individual is speaking. Then your speaking skills. Speaking skills, again, a very important topic, a very important point. You have to be loud, you have to be assertive, you cannot shout, you cannot be aggressive. Please, you have to be assertive, you have to be confident, and you have to be loud. There is a difference between speaking loud and shouting. Try to understand, there is a difference between speaking loud and shouting. Speaking loud can be with a smile on your face, with positivity, with confidence, and shouting, it can be very much added with aggressiveness. Okay, so now I would like to tell you a situation where I'll be making you understand these four type of students that majorly are there. So there are basically four important points, four important things on which you are being marked or you are being scored. And these four type of students are basically, first one is the one who are the initiators, who initiate the topic, who try to speak the topic first. Okay, now how you have to speak, how you have to initiate. I would suggest you, I would advise you only speak, only initiate when you know what to speak. Don't speak less and then you are like blank. Don't do it like that. You can only speak when you know the points. If you don't know the point, just be relaxed, be calm. There will be someone who will initiate the topic and listen to the topic first, and then automatically you will understand what the topic is. Let me take you to an example. Let's take the topic is euthanasia. Now, many of you must be thinking, what is this topic, euthanasia? Now, if I'll give you an example, there is this movie, you might have heard the name Guzarish, right? So, if you'll talk about this particular movie, you might can see that the hero in that movie was on wheelchair. Euthanasia is basically a petition that is being filed at the time of in High Court or Supreme Court where people want mercy killing. Suicide is still a crime in India, but there are people who are bedridden, and that's why they ask to plead. They ask for their life, their death, and they want to die. And this is the petition that is being filed. So there are situations that many students, there can be such topics like euthanasia or some other topics where students don't know what is this topic. But definitely they know what is mercy killing. You must be knowing, okay, yes, I know what is mercy killing. I have seen that movie. So you know that particular topic, but sometimes you don't know that particular term or that particular way the topic is being kept. So initiate, if you want to initiate, only initiate then when you are confident on what you wanted to say. What is the decent way to initiate? You can simply take your name, or you don't take the name, you can simply say, good morning friends, I am here to initiate the topic. The topic is demonetization. Always take the name of the topic and then try to understand, try to make the group people understand what is the topic. So you can simply say, good morning to when all present here. I am here to initiate the topic. The topic is demonetization, and as we can say, demonetization is a general topic, and we can see that demonetization was the topic was initiated by our PM sir, by our Pradhan Mantri ji, that is Mr. Narendra Modi in 2016. 8th of November. So you can simply say that these are the particular times, and then you can begin with the topic. Now the second one is the leadership qualities. There can be a situation where you see that in a group of 8 people, 6 people are speaking but 2 of them are not speaking, or 1 student is not speaking. So I would like to suggest you that take a leadership quality, take lead in that group and say, okay, I think my friend is quiet from a long time, or my friend is not speaking, or let's see that whether this person is quiet in the whole group, let's see what he or she wants to speak, or let's see their point of view as well. Try to come as a leader. Try to come up as you know how to lead in that, because leadership plays a very important role. Now, one more thing, another very important point, such as there can be a situation where you know that the topic is deviating. The topic is deviating from the point. For example, if you take demonetization, and if politics enter into demonetization, automatically you will understand that okay, the topic is deviating, because automatically people will start talking about politics, not on demonetization. So you can say that, guys, I think friends, I think students, I think that we are here to discuss on demonetization, and I think that we have deviated from the topic. So you have to understand that you are not here to deviate the topic. So you can simply ask everyone that, guys, please let's come back to the topic. Students, let's come back to the topic. The topic is demonetization, not Indian politics. So here again you will get a good marks on leadership. Now the third one is the conclusion points. Conclusion, again a very important thing, how you will conclude it. Be very sure that there will be only one person who will conclude, and if you will see that okay, 9 minutes are already left, 9 minutes are already gone, and the HR has given you 10 minutes, so you can simply start hopping and say that okay, fine guys, there are just 60 seconds left, or there are just 45 seconds left, and I would like to take this opportunity. I would like to grab this opportunity to conclude the topic. And as we can see, try to conclude it in a new form way, or try to conclude it on what the discussion was done. Don't conclude it on some other end. The discussion was something else and you are concluding it on some other end. No, just be very sure that you are concluding the topic at the time where the discussion was closed, or the way the discussion was conducted. So these are some major tricks or major areas where you have to be, where you have to speak. There are some decent ways where you have to speak on GD, and the way you have to deliver on GD. Rest I believe that you were able to understand, and I was able to make you people understand what I wanted to make you understand. If you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, I'll be sharing my email IDs, my personal number with you. You can feel free to contact to me anytime. On that number, you can connect with me and you can ask your questions. I'll be sharing some activities, I'll be sharing some quizzes regarding the topics, regarding this group discussion topic, and I want you to participate. I want 100% participation from all of you, and I want you to come up with very good results out of it. I wish you all a very good luck and very good health, and be in the house, be safe and be healthy. Thank you very much.